It's always good to visit with Justin Walker, the Belle Fourche Bronx wrestling coach. Recently, you went up to Chamberlain, and before that, the Black Hills Conference up in Lee Deadwood.
Yeah, it was a couple good weekends. We were able to go up to the Black Hills Conference tournament. We were a little banged up after press show. We had 5 of our varsity wrestlers out, so we only wrestled with really 8 varsity wrestlers at the Black Hills Conference. So we kind of went there with a half a team, but we still wrestled well, did really good. Had some JV kids place, 152-pounder. Spencer Bush, he was a placer. He's a freshman. Mason Neal, 195-pounder, another freshman placed. We're really heavy on the freshmen. We have about 9 freshmen on the roster wrestling. Have quite a few 8th graders too, but that's a good class, and it was good to see them go out there and place. You know, Riley Dighton had an amazing weekend again, conference champion. He won the River City and Rumble in Chamberlain there this last weekend. So he's a freshman that's really coming along and doing some great things. And then moving on to Chamberlain, we did really good. We brought almost a full team. We had 2 kids out, our 45 and our 60 were out, but they wrestled really well over there. We were able as a boys team to take 5th. Riley Dighton was a champion. Logan and Thomas were both in the finals. And then we had a few other placers outside of that. An 8th grader at 220, Lucas Tonsager, had an amazing 2-match run where he threw 2 kids that were really good-looking football players, very big, built guys, and he's a freshman at 220. You see him walk out there, you're like, oh, this might not go well for him. And to see him throw both those guys and get pins was awesome. And the whole arena really loved it. Everybody was jumping and cheering. And so that's good to see. I really like where we're at as a team right now and kind of this phase of the tournament season. And we're doing good. We're little banged up here and there. Some kids are out, some kids are coming back, but all in all for the boys, doing really good. On the girls' side, Black Hills Conference tournament, I thought we did outstanding, had a couple of champions. Haley Rodriguez wrestled out of her mind. She does a great job. I'm really trying to push her to get to that next level and to challenge herself. Same with Kyra Vandenberg, an 8th grader who's just awesome, wrestling well, considering she weighs like 92 pounds, 93 pounds, and she's wrestling 106. She was a finalist in press show, ended up losing to the #1 girl in the state. She had her stacked for a little bit, but ended up getting out of it. That girl's a great wrestler. Then we were able to go to the Black Hills Conference meet, make the finals again. River City Rumble, she was in the finals. Both her and Haley were in the finals and won it. And that was good. And then as a girls team, they were able to take 2nd at the Black Hills Conference meet. Which is to be expected. Spearfish has a powerhouse of a girls team. They do a great job over there. A lot of girls who wrestle well, and they all support each other. And so that's big in teams. And so the girls took 2nd to them, but then they went to the River City Rumble. Able to beat out Huron. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm new to South Dakota, but they were able to beat out Huron by 1 point, and they won the girls' title in Chamberlain, which is really cool. And we had 2 champions, 5 placers. So that was big. The girls are really coming around and really starting to do some good things, and I'm excited to see how they go throughout the year. And we still had a girl out at 190 at the tournament who probably would have placed and helped our team score even more. But it's good to see them go in there banged up, missing some kids and still compete, still get into the tournament and be successful. And so yeah, the girls team's really turned a corner. They've now won 2 tournaments on the year, and hopefully we can keep that momentum going.
River City Rumble's probably pretty cool because they're facing some kids they don't normally see.
Yeah, it was a great environment to go out there and see other teams, see some of the East River teams that we won't see outside of the Rapid City invite in the beginning of the year. Mitchell was there, Millbank, again, Chamberlain, and Chamberlain has a great team, both boys and girls. Huron was another team there. So it was really nice to see some of those teams and some of the competition. Thomas McCoy was able to wrestle 2 of the best kids in the state. We did amazing against the kid from Douglas, wrestled well in good positions. And then in the finals, I feel like we weren't as prepared for that as we should have been. I think we got a little too excited for the semifinal match. But we did some great things. We got in on 2 great shots that we were right there. And then we got greedy on, and they capitalized. We were able to get 5 points out of it. And so Thomas took a tough loss there, but I would say more of it was him being greedy and putting himself in bad positions and not him just getting completely dominated. We were there. We had, 2 shots where we had him right on his back, and then he was able to roll. So we're doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we can continue to build his game plan. We'll see that kid again in February, like I told Thomas. No one cares what you do in January. It's what you do in February that matters. And so we got to keep building till February. We go in, this is our last week with this practice schedule, and then February comes, and then it becomes tourney schedule time. And so then it becomes the 4th and final phase of the practice plans. And so I'm excited for us to get into that series and see what kind of growth we can have from there.
Coach, you're hosting the Belle Fourche Invite this weekend. Always a big tournament.
I'm very excited for that. This will be my first one. I'm trying to change it to the Beautiful Fork Invitational because that's what Belle Fourche stands for, but I'm really excited for the tournament. Stevens will be up here. They're a very good program, good competitive. Sturgis, Spearfish, a lot of the really good programs from around the area. A few Wyoming schools. I'm hoping in the future we can dive more into the North Dakota and Montana schools and get those teams over here. And it's a good tournament. We'll have 3 mats going, and from the last few years, looking at the results, there's a lot of wrestling going on, a lot of high-level wrestling. So it's good. At the end of January, you're kind of winding down on the tournament season. This is the last 2-day tournament that's really on the schedule for teams. So it's the last one to prepare for state, getting ready, weighing in multiple days, staying overnight. So it'll be a good one. I'm really excited to see how it closes out on the year, and to have our kids wrestle in front of their home fans is going to be awesome.
Coach, thanks for the update, and good luck this weekend at home here.
Thank you. It's always wonderful talking to you guys. Please, if you're able to come out to Belle Fourche, please come down and watch wrestling Friday and Saturday. Wrestling starts Friday at 10 a.m. and again Saturday at 10 a.m. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys for coming.